Welcome to Heavy Petting with Cheri Hardman. This is a naked edition of Heavy Petting.
My woman wanna be skins and bones, but that's not what I want from my baby, from my baby at home. Now she likes to eat whatever she loves, and that's alright with me, 'cause when she wiggle her big round butt, ooh, that really does it for me. 'Cause when she wiggle her big round butt, ooh, that really does it for me. 'Cause she's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she...
This is my good friend Andy Vargo, my very masculine friend Andy Vargo.
Know it.
The author of the Own Your Awkward series of books. And we're here doing a naked heavy petting. Hi, Andy. How are you today?
Well, I am great, Cheri. My whole day I've been looking forward to naked heavy petting with you. So now it's just like I'm living on cloud nine.
Well, the thing that everybody doesn't know is that we are often naked together in the mornings.
That's true.
Via selfie. Andy and I take our ugly selfies in the morning and send them to each other very often. So this is nothing new to us.
Except for you have makeup on, and
I have makeup
my hair's
on.
done, and I have my glasses on. So
there. So yeah. So you did heavy petting in the first season.
I did, and you got naked in front of me on that one.
Oh, that's true. I did.
In person.
There's a theme here. Well, since then, I have started asking a question of all my guests that I didn't ask you. So I'm going to ask you now.
All right.
What is the best compliment you've received on your naked body?
Oh, I don't know if I can say. The best compliment I've received on my body, a guy laughed. He laughed when my shorts came down because he was impressed and he didn't know what to say. And I can't believe I just said that. But anyway, my backup answer was that I'm told I have a very nice dad bod. So look for the dad bod, and y'all listeners can just forget about the laughter. It wasn't a rude laughter. It was like, oh my gosh, what do I? Never mind. I just.
All right. So I have a question that I want to ask, and this is a question that I was having in my show, Unmentionables, which is kind of on hiatus right now because of COVID. So we're going to try it out here. So I want you to pretend like you are a used car salesman type, and I would like you to sell me your genitals.
Oh, wow. Well, Cheri, have I got the genitals for you? These genitals, slightly used, got a lot of mileage, but have been taken very well care of. There's not going to be like, crumbs. There haven't been kids in these genitals, like these vans that you get, like the mom vans with just cereal like crusted. Like these are clean. It's clean, very smooth ride. Rides very well. Even the mileage is tested. It's proven the test of time. We're talking like the Cadillac of genitals. So if you want something that is going to really satisfy your needs, got a smooth ride going on, even though there's been a lot of definitely seen some road use, but we're talking like we've been through some ups and downs together. One owner, been left out a lot, have all the service records. Definitely you can do some research there. Get the genital facts on this one. Definitely, we'll throw that in for you. You can get the full report. You could also just check Grindr's chat history, actually. you'll kind of see what's going on there. But I think that for a woman like you, knowing that there's been genitals that have seen the full scheme of, you know, society, and I'm talking more than I should, because I was really excited about this show, and I thought I need to liquor up a little bit first. So anyway, I'm just saying, you know, man, woman, whatever, we got the genitals for you. Like,
All right.
One-stop shop.
You saved that, because I was starting to like lose focus thinking about your genitals, and that is not good.
I could see you drifting. As much naked as we have together, you're like, wow, where's this going?
There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to bring our next guest in to join us. All right.
All right.
So please welcome the lovely Trista Bloom. Trista is a comedian, and she also brought me, was it cupcakes one time?
I think it was cupcakes, yeah.
Or was it muffins? It was cupcakes or muffins, whatever. It was delicious. So she's a baker and a kind person extraordinaire.
Thank you.
How are you doing, Trista?
I'm doing great.
Good.
And I say, you know, since Ken and the big black schlong couldn't be here, big black pussy.
Oh,
Nice.
that's funny. Yeah, so we did have a contest to see who the audience wanted to see naked. And Trista and Andy, you guys were finalists. I forget who was in what order. But the other two finalists declined to be on the show. So thank you for coming and being brave. Now, I'm going to ask you a question that I just asked Andy. So I want you to pretend like you are a used car salesman type. And I'd like to hear your sales pitch for you to sell me your genitals.
All right. So, you know, these genitals, they're used. They have multiple past drivers, but not everyone has made it all the way around the block. It can be self-driving. These genitals have a dual transmission, automatic or manual. It has a clean badge fax, so you don't have to worry about any past accidents or anything. These genitals give off low emissions. There's a velvet interior, snug fit. There is one problem, it's probably out of most people's price range. Great handling, high performance, and you're probably going to want to make this engine purr every day.
All right. All right. Well, what can I say? That sounds sounds better than Andy's did. Let's just
say. I'm almost not gay after that.
Maybe only drove stick shifts.
That's true.
All right, so I'm going to now introduce our surprise guest, our last minute guest that I decided to invite in. Please welcome Levi Manis to the show. Levi is he's a very funny guy, and it's hard to introduce anyone now because nobody has anything going on. It's like, this is Levi. This is why I invited you. We had a contest, so Andy and Trista won in the contest of who the audience wanted to see naked from people who had been on heavy petting. But none of the straight males decided that they wanted to be on it, and so we needed some male eye candy, so I asked Levi to be on. And I think there's a law or a rule that you have to have a straight guy on the show or it's illegal. That's what I hear. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right.
I've just never been accused of being eye candy before.
So anyway, how are you, Levi?
I'm hanging in, trying my best,
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a question that I ask all the guests on heavy petting. So I'm going to ask it to you now. What is the best compliment you've ever received on your naked body?
That's a good question. The fact that I I don't have abs. Like someone said they like the fact that I'm not too ripped. You know, I have like a beginners of a dad bod. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Okay. And the other thing is, let's pretend like you are a used car salesman type, but instead of a car, you're going to sell me your genitals. So go ahead and give me your pitch.
Well, it's pretty weathered. You know, it's been through a lot. You know, it kind of feels like leather. It's got leather interior. You know, it's a fixer upper, but I'll get you where you need to go. The bidding starts at $1.
All right. All right. So are you guys all single, kind of, mostly?
Mostly.
Yeah.
All right. Because that may dictate some of the questions I ask you. So let's just start out with what's the most important rules you have about dating or going on a date? Andy Vargo, what's your most important rules for going on a date?
For going on a date?
Yeah, dating.
Like, I set a timer when I go on a first date on my phone for when I want to leave, regardless of what time they show up. So I set it for 45 minutes after like if it's a coffee date or like, you know, someone that you're like meeting for the first time that you might have been chatting with on an off-color site. So I set a timer and it's like, oh, I gotta go. See you later. Or I can just go, oh, that's just my random timer. I can ignore that. So I can kind of see how the dates go.
Hang on, Andy. I'm sorry. Just a sec.
I'm so sorry to bother you.
Oh.
You seen my ointment?
Have I seen your ointment?
You got it.
It's like a nudist colony over there.
I know. He's required to take a shirt off before he gets on video.
Anyway, you set a timer for 45 minutes. Why does he need ointment? That's what I want to know.
Not on my date. I don't take ointment to my first date.
Dave is looking for ointment.
It's like we save that for later.
Right. So what happens when the timer goes off at 45 minutes if you're having a good time?
Then I just say, oh, I forgot I had that set. I'm sorry for that. And I just clear it out.
And if you're not having a good time, what do you say?
I say you're boring the hell out of me and I have to leave.
No, you don't.
No, I'm just like, oh, I gotta go.
That's a good tip. I think that's a good tip. Trista, do you have any rules for dating?
I hate when people try and be like, oh, I have this and I do that and blah, blah, blah. Like, I just want to get to know you and see how you treat me and other people around us during the encounter. And if we have like compatible conversation and I feel like, I don't know, just being comfortable. Like, I just like feeling comfortable. So if I'm uncomfortable, then I know it's not ever going to work.
Right. Okay. She needs to be comfortable. What about you, Levi?
Yeah, just show up. That'd be great. Take that. You know, it's a good sign. Be there on purpose, too. Not just sit next to a stranger. But, you know, and yeah, just be there. You know, be enthusiastic to be there, I guess. And don't take it too seriously, because I usually don't. You know,
right.
But I like to try to keep things light and joke around, but you know, and just kind of show a sense of humor. You know, try to highlight that more than anything for me. But
well,
yeah.
what confuses you about women the most? What's the most confusing thing to you?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know. I can just never. I'm not sure. It's just. Sometimes they're hard to read, you know. They don't really, I wish they were, I don't know, maybe not as passive maybe, or just like more forward and blunt about things.
So do you like women that are more like dominant and forward, just like?
Yeah, just no bullshit, just cut right through it. Kind of stuff.
All right, what about you, Trista? What do you find the most confusing about men?
God damn it. Like, the people that you want to talk about stuff, don't talk. And then the people that you don't, they're just so open and blunt, and you're like, whoa, dude, you need to back off a little bit. Like, you're being way too forward. But then there's other people where you're like, you want to say, like, anything below the surface, or just you want to stay shallow? What the fuck? But, sorry.
It's okay. Apparently, if you say the F word, it makes the dogs bark. Well, so Andy, do you feel like you have what's the word I'm trying to think of? An advantage. There we go. What happens when you're in menopause? Your brain just empties out constantly. But do you feel like you have an advantage because you're dating the same sex, so you kind of know how guys think, or are you still confused?
It's still confusing because you're trying to figure out people,
Right.
and you think that things are going to be universal, and then all of a sudden, like, it's like kind of like Trista was saying, some people will just constantly stick to small talk, and you can never get past anything other than, hey there, how's it going?
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I just stop having a conversation. It's like, I don't need to say how are you 8 days in a row every time you text me, and that's all we ever get to. I
Right.
can text Cheri if I want to hear that all day long. No, but it seems like there are some things that are a little bit easier because, like, I guess you're just kind of, you deal with some of the same issues. So once you connect with somebody, then that becomes clearer. But
I get it. I get it. You know, talking about that, like, kind of the same thing. It's like, okay, this is just, every time my husband, like, goes outside and then comes back in, he has to greet me and say hi again. It's like if he goes out in the yard 5 times, he says hi to me 5 times when he comes back in. Don't you think that's like a little overkill?
that's sweet. But it's
But then it's like, I know, but then I get irritated by someone being nice to me. So that makes me the bitch. Anyway.
It's just weird
So
to say
this
hi
is-
to somebody who you live with. It's just like,
This is just a therapy session for me, actually, you guys. So.
Did you like a puppy? Like, oh, you're still there.
yeah. Wow.
Funniest pickup line you've ever heard, Trista?
None memorable. You want to hear my favorite pickup line? My
Yes.
good pickup line? Okay, there's 2. So
That
one,
you use? Or
yes,
that's been used? Okay.
I've used. Are you an astronaut? Because that ass is out of this world. That's one of my favorite ones. And then another one, this one's actually physical. Like if I'm walking into a grocery store or a shopping center, something where they have the automatic doors, and there's a cute man coming out, I'll be like, oh, let me get the door for you. And I jump in front of it. And then, so it's like, I don't have to, I'm engaging them and I'm doing something kind of funny. And so they can either laugh and keep walking, and I don't have to feel embarrassed, or like we get to start a conversation.
Funny.
Very clever. I underestimated you, Trista Bloom.
Don't steal my moves, okay?
Yeah. I'm not allowed to pick people up anymore.
Yeah. If I steal them, I feel like someone's going to call the cops if I just jump in front of the door.
Got any good pickup lines, Andy?
I really suck at pickup lines. I try to compliment guys on their clothing or something, or that, you know, I'm just like, hey, that's really cool, whatever, watch or shirt. And then their wife comes over. It's like, sorry. Hey, I was just telling your husband how nice his jeans fit his ass, you know?
You pick them out.
Any pickup lines, Levi?
I sent someone a message on Tinder today saying, damn girl, are you Blink 182? Because I can't get you out of my yet. And
Did it work?
no. So, but I laughed. So I guess it worked for me.
Now, when I was single, one time I was looking at Christmas trees outside of a Rite Aid, standing there looking at them. And this guy came up next to me and asked if they were real. I assumed he was talking about the Christmas trees, but he was not. When was the last time, or have you ever been snooping and found something that you wish you never found?
When I was like 8 or 9, I was snooping in my parents' room, and I lifted up. They had 2 mattresses stacked on each other, so I lifted up the mattress, and I found my dad's Hustler magazine and his 45 Magnum, I think. So, it was just weird to see those 2 things together.
I've never found anything snooping myself. However, I will say that never mind.
Gotta say it now.
I have a box in my bedroom I just put right on the top. I said just throw away. So if I die and my kids are like cleaning out my stuff, they're just like, throw away this box. Just don't open it.
Does it say don't open it?
It says just do not open, throw away. It's just a courtesy that I'm leaving.
What's there?
Just stuff that I don't think my kids want to see from their dad.
You just throw it away.
A special box I keep under my bed.
But I feel like you're teasing them to open up the box even more. Because they're not
Yeah, I think I would still open it.
That's on them.
That's on them.
Like I tell them all the time, if your dad is gay and single and you don't call before you come over, that's on you.
That's true. One time I was babysitting for these people, and they were both like really fat, like probably like as fat as I am now. And I found in their bedroom a double-ended dildo.
No.
I was like 14, so I puzzled over that for quite a while. Like I couldn't quite figure that out. Like how did they use that and why did they need it? And like I don't know.
Like who used? Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't make sense at all.
I snooped one Christmas when I was little. My mom had wrapped all the presents, and it was before I could read, and so I just opened every present a little bit so I could see what it was on every single present, and I got
Killed your Christmas.
I mean, I got to know what I wanted or what.
Hey, what's the best thing that happened to everybody today?
So me and my best friend went hiking, and we saw parachuters go across. It was like we picked it this morning. It ended up being low traffic, really nice weather, great views. I jumped in the lake and it was freezing, and then parachuters flew over us. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hmm. Andy?
I ate pizza.
What kind?
Canadian bacon and pineapple and pepperoni and sausage.
What kind of crust?
It's like the regular, kind of like a pan crust from this West Side Pizza locally here.
Sounds good.
I kind of screwed up because I got 2 pizzas because they were on sale, and I was eating a little bit out of each, and I thought, oh, I normally eat about half of a medium pizza, like that's about my limit. So I was like, I can have another slice of each, and then I realized that I had half of both pizzas.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, that's a lot more pizza than I planned to eat. But I was trying to eat in a hurry so I could get on this show and like have a beverage.
Just shoveling it in.
Mm-hmm.
Levi, what's the best thing that happened to you today?
This podcast.
Yeah, first, I guess Trista should not have gone first.
Sorry.
She made everybody else life look like they sucked.
Yeah.
Something up.
I rode my fat lady scooter down the street today. That was fun. All right, so one thing I've realized in heavy petting is that when I ask people what is the best compliment you've ever received on your naked body, that a lot of people say, I've never gotten a compliment on my naked body, or they can't think of one. So right now, oh, wait. We'll do this first, and then we'll do the last thing. I would like us all to give each other a compliment on our naked bodies from what we can see right now. So, who wants to go first?
I mean, Levi has really nice shoulder, where we can see that shoulder area.
Uh-huh.
Silhouette.
He does. Okay.
I think Trista has really nice hair.
Oh, thanks.
And Andy seems to be very, very smooth. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not, but
Well, thank you.
I want to say you guys all have great skin. Everybody looks like their skin just looks like y'all lotioned up for this or something. I don't know, but everybody looks great that way.
Yeah, I think everybody looks like everybody's hair is just covering enough of their body to make like I just want to like dig in there and like get to see more and just anyway.
Ooh.
Oh.
Under the waterfall.
All right, before we go, we're going to play Marry, Shag, Kill. Does everybody know how that works?
Yeah.
All right, with the four of us, Marry, Shag, Kill.
I'm gonna marry Andy for the health benefits. Oh shit, I don't know. I'm gonna shag Cheri and kill Levi. Sorry, Levi. But the reason why is just because of Cheri's past stories. They sound really adventurous and fun. And she's already married, so I can't marry her.
All right.
All right. Well, I would want to shag Cheri just because she's so experienced. I think I could learn a thing or two. And I would want to marry Levi just because it's legal now. And that would mean I'd have to kill you, Tristan. Sorry, it's just by default.
I killed Levi, so like hard.
Okay, Levi. Do yours in sign language.
I would marry Trista. Then I would shag you, Cheri, and then I'll have to put Andy down. I apologize.
And
That?
did you say you were going to kill Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you were just omitting that part.
He said he'd put me down.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
I don't think it was just an insult. I think it was actually murder.
Euthanize.
Well, I would marry Andy Vargo because at least I know I would laugh every day. And, you know, marriage ends up being sexless in the end anyway. And I know he does know how to do it, you know, just in case. I would shag Trista because I bet she smells good and she knows how to bake. So sorry, Levi.
No, I love how half of the people in this room would kill me. That's great. Like 50%. I feel like out of the four of us, I'd be the most logical choice to die. I don't think I'd die as much as you guys would. So
If we got lost in the Himalayas, you'd be the first to go. All right, you guys. Well, that's it. Thanks for being here for Naked Heavy Petting.
Yay! Thanks for
Thank
having me.
you. Woo.
You were
What's on her mind? She's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl, big, big girl, big, big girl, big, big girl.
quiet.
Yeah, I think your microphone got lost in your beard.
I think maybe I blew it with my laugh.
What is something that you think you're much better at than you actually are?
Talking to people.
Apparently so.
Kind of found it
Okay, well, I used to like you, but now I don't know.
funny.
Hey, Trista, you feel like faking an orgasm for us?
No.
I got some Elmer's glue. I can do it real quick. Just
Wait, ask me. Just ask me if I came.
Oh, did you come?
Yeah. Like, if you had to ask.
Yeah, if you have to ask, then no.
Yeah.